Hi everyone, it's Tiffany. I am back in The Sims 4 with another speed build video. I was really excited for this one, but it actually turned out different than I don't know. I kind of was like, I want to go with a little bit of a cottage vibe for this, but like I also want it to be on the smaller side. I like smaller houses. Kind of like, I don't know, this is a really bad excuse, but it takes me so much time to do each build. Even if it's like a micro home, it takes me stinking forever to do it. So that's why I always aim for like smaller houses. Because once, I think on a few occasions I've started like mansions and stuff like that, and it's just like I'm still working on them, guys. Like I started like this underwater house, this mansion, like I don't know, last year, and I'm still working on it. I don't know, just smaller houses. They make me feel more accomplished, I guess. But I wanted to go with like a little cottage type deal because I wanted to utilize the knitting pack. There's actually a few more ideas I have. Like I want to make a few more different cottages because I love the knitting pack so much that like there's hardly anything in it. Not I don't want to say there's hardly, you know what I mean though. Like it's a stuff pack. There's not much in it, and there's not much I could use, but I love it. I love all the crafty things, and it gives me an excuse to make like pastel rooms and all this fun stuff. But anyway, so this is a cute little house. I was really struggling with this front porch for a while. I was like, do I want the steps to be inward? Don't want them to be out? I don't know, but I ended up tucking them in. I hope, because it looks the best. And it also has this cool little funky balcony on it as well, as you can see on the back. It's like a different shape. It's not one that we're going to be able to exit off of. I just kind of wanted it to be there because we have like that little sunroom kind of thing going on. This is not the final layout of the house either. I ended up changing it a bunch because it's like, how do I access the back from the living room? You know, I don't want to have to go through the bedroom. I don't want to have to go through the kitchen. But also was planning on going through the kitchen. It took me a little bit to kind of get the layout of the house. I mean, you'd think small houses would be really easy to make because, you know, they're just so small. You know, one bedroom, one bathroom, whatever. But it's quite tricky because you know it's so small that you have to figure out how everything lays out. Or actually, sneak peek or teaser, whatever we want to call it. It's not a peek, so I'm just telling you about it. I'm actually in the middle of making another house right now. I went in with this idea, and it went completely in a different direction. So just because of it's just so small. It's still so small, and I really just don't even know what to do with it. I'm actually thinking of like scrapping it and stuff. But anyway, I should be talking about this build. So I ended up adding on to this house because it was just so dang small, and it just needed it. So at the end, I end up making one bathroom, one bedroom, one kitchen. Is there a bathroom? Wait a minute. There's a bathroom. Yes, there's a bathroom. I was convinced there for a second that I didn't do the bathroom. But anyway, this still isn't the final layout. I was just like, I do not know what to do. But I really, 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 really love the way it ends up turning out, you guys. I think you're going to like it too. By the way, this is going to be available for download on the gallery. I will be linking not linking it below, but I will be putting my gallery name below. It's just Ohcluck. So if you want to follow me over there or whatever, you know, it's up there. So yeah, I think this is the final layout. I'm pretty sure this is the final layout. So we got like a bathroom there, what I'm painting right now, and then the bedroom's next to it, and then a little craft room, which I was so worried that this craft room was going to be so small because it is the size of the bathroom. You know, it's very, very small. So I was really sad about that in that way because, you know, I was like, I wanted to put a rocking chair. I wanted to put like all this fun craft table stuff in here, but it just all didn't fit. So it is what it is. I ended up changing it a few times though, but that was definitely my favorite room of this whole build. But this whole build was really awesome. I loved how the bedroom even turned out and the living room and everything. So I just wanted to throw as much stuff as I could in this craft room, but I also knew my limits. I knew that, you know, a lot of it, you know, wouldn't fit. So I wanted to put like these cute little chairs. I wanted to make it purpley and fun and cute and pastel. And I ended up doing that. I had to switch things around though. The chair in the corner is there to stay, but see, now I finally switched it around. And I think this is kind of like the final layout a little bit. Obviously I add more in on that blank space, But it's just, yeah, I put in as much as I possibly could. Gotta get the chair, the knitting basket. Then I put in a few other like unlockables, so like you can't actually have these in your game until you knit them, you know. I used the rug and everything, and I ended up having to put the rocking chair in the back in the sunroom. I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do with the sunroom. I was going to put a bunch of plants in there, but at the end of the day, I was like, well, I really want somewhere for her to, you know, look out into nature and just knit and, you know, whatever. So, I don't know why I said her, him or her, whoever wants to knit. So I wanted them to be able to do that. I wanted that rocking chair in there, and it wasn't about to fit anywhere else, so I had to do what I had to do. So I love this kitchen, what's it called, living room. It's so cute. Like, I just love that rug. I think the rug really ties it together. The new rugs from this pack, they just look so good. Obviously, they're once again one of those unlockable ones. You know, you have to have it unlocked in order to actually use it. I was using the hidden objects cheat, and I was able to access all of these. But I was just throwing some yarn balls all around. I didn't put any cat stuff in this house, but I definitely like get cat vibes. Like, I feel like somebody lives here with their cat, and like I put all the yarn balls around, not only for the decoration, for, you know, because it's a crafty house, but also because I feel like it would be fun for a cat to just come up and, you know, be like, okay, I want to play with this ball of yarn. So I was just putting all this like fun stuff just everywhere. Crafter's house. It's just a crafter's house, you know. So then I wanted to put all of these little other bears and toys and all of that stuff over there, but there wasn't enough room. But I think I ended up keeping that. I don't know. I think I changed all of that stuff up again because it just didn't. It just looked a little too cluttered. I don't know. But I moved over to the kitchen, which I realized was too small, obviously, but I had to deal with it. I think I ended up changing out the door for the sunroom, because we did the single door instead of the double door, and I was able to put in another counter, I believe. We'll have to see. But I did just do a small little table over there and tucked that all away. Oh, did I put an extension on? I think I did another extension. Yeah, that's what I did. Never mind, I lied. So I did an extension versus moving the door panel. So, anywho. All the curtains really weren't working either, so I just threw in the same curtains for both the bedroom and the kitchen and just changed the color on them. And then I had a real hard time with these flower boxes. I don't know why I struggled so hard with those. The one in the front fit perfectly, obviously, but then I had all the single panel windows. And then I like these yellow flowers a lot better than I did all the colorful flowers. I was like, the colorful flowers give it more character, and then the pop of blue looks really good on the yellow house. But it just, and then I just was like, I'm just going to take the flowers off the rest of the windows, because I was going to put the yellow flowers on all of the windows except for the front window, but it just didn't look good. But I do love these mailboxes. They're just my favorite mailboxes, and of course I had to use one of those, and I couldn't pick a color on that one either, but I think I ended up changing it again. But there's just so many cool ones. Now, we did have a small space to work with in this bedroom here. Luckily, we have that nice small dresser, and I definitely wanted to give it like a outdoorsy vibe, I guess we could say. And I think I'm just jumping around trying to find a spot for that table at this point. But we're doing the same curtains? No, I was going to say I did blinds or something on the... I thought I did blinds. Maybe I didn't do blinds. Yeah, I did. See, I know. And then we're just putting a bunch of artwork in here. I really wish, I actually didn't know, I forgot the Eco had this, the like wooden leaf looking decoration. It looks so good. I loved it. Put this room all together. And then we did the little succulents in the corner, as well as, I think I did candles over there. I really love those cat succulent things, but it just wasn't working. I wanted some candles in this room. So then we were just throwing up some extra. Then I jumped back to the crafty stuff. I was kind of all over the place a little bit, because then I found these pictures, which I didn't know existed, from the island living with the sea turtles and everything, and I put those for the bathroom pictures because I was like, where were these all my life? So obviously we did that. There's a dolphin, there's a turtle, and there's something else. I forget. I have to look whenever we go back to it. But the bathroom's just pretty basic, you know. Got the shower, the not tub shower, the shower and the sink and the toilet, because if you see, I'm really struggling here with the placement of everything. It was just so ridiculous. I couldn't, like, 'cause it's a big bathroom, but I'm pretty sure it was the placement of the door that was the problem, since, you know, we can freely place doors now. They don't exactly snap to the, I mean, you can snap them to the grid, but they don't, and, like, that was in the middle of two grid pieces, so it was just weird. And it just, nothing was fitting right, but I think this will work. I think it's all good now. And now, what are we going to work on? I think we're going to work on the kitchen again, jumping back to the kitchen. So, of course, I didn't have enough counter space at all. So, as it is right now, we weren't able to put a sink in, so then I had to put in another counter over there. So, we were literally down to one little itty-bitty counter space, but that's all they need to be able to cook on the stove. So, that should work just fine. And then that light-up tree I thought would look so amazing in the sunroom, so I threw it in there for now, and then we end up putting it in like a little pot later. And then I was trying to get a little bit of like actual kettle in here to go with the tea. I think that's all I did, because I also wanted the spoons and everything, but it just didn't look good because it looked way too crammed. But I think it ended up looking okay like that. It kind of still looks weird though, because you can't fully see the whole tea display and you can't really move it. It just, I don't know, it's fine. It works. So got to get that little mat in here, and there were so many different options because I was kind of going for like a weird brown blue theme, and like, I don't know, this rug actually was kind of perfect because it has that brown, cream, and blue, and that's all the same colors as the kitchen. And then we have the trash can, and I wanted to decorate it with some plants. So of course, you know, once I bust out the plants, there's no stopping me, so I just started putting plants everywhere. I really wanted to put some around the couch, but I was like, well, if I start doing this, then there's going to be a whole entire thing just like covering the couch, and you won't be able to even get around the couch, because that's usually how it goes. So for the small houses, I definitely have to kind of tone it down. And then I wanted to use these pictures, which I love these pictures. I love all of the varieties of them, but I hate that they don't have like a frame or anything around them. They just look like pieces of paper plastered to the wall, which is fine, I guess, but I do wish that we had options for like a frame, or like it looked a little bit more three-dimensional. It would be great. And then I just threw in some decoration. I definitely needed something for this wall over here, but I still was undecided on that. And then I went back to the craft room because I realized that that pegboard that I had up was kind of not where it was supposed to be. It was like it wasn't fully fitting on that wall. And as you know, I put it on the opposite wall before, but I changed it to the other wall because I had put the desk on the other wall. So I wanted it to kind of all make sense, if you will. So then I just downsized it, and it seems to be okay. It does look on the small side, and it is what it is. So I wanted to just throw some stone or something, or obviously some not stone, some just tile in the sunroom, since I wasn't making it into like a big plant thing. I did try to do like a weird little garden patch here with this tree, which it just didn't work because it's a tree and it's clipping through the walls, and it just didn't look right. But that would have been really cool. It's a cool idea if I had like a bigger space. So I just did a pot instead. And then on the outside, the balcony is where I just threw up all kinds of plants and stuff. So we'll get to that, don't worry. I did want to decorate the little windows here, which I think I should have gone with like those fairy lights, those little string lights. But I guess I didn't think of it, or I didn't find them or something. I don't know, but I ended up going with the streamers instead. I don't know. Streamers and flags. I feel like I changed one of those. I think they all end up being streamers or like the flags. I don't know. Maybe it is that. So I wanted to throw something under the rocking chair to make it look a little bit more homey in there. And now I'm jumping onto the balcony to put all of the plants up. I put so many different plants out here. I don't think there was any order to it. I did kind of want some symmetry, and I put those 2 barrel plants out, and then I decorated each side differently. You know, I put all kinds of different plants out. So, you know, there we go. Obviously, I went a little too far with the plants, but it'll be fine. It's all good. You can still walk out there. You can't sit out there. You can't do anything other than just stand out there. So, but if you want to download those, you can obviously get rid of the plants and put some kind of like chair out there, whatever. So, jumping back to, are we going into landscaping now? I think we're pretty much done on the inside. I was just kind of adjusting some final things like with the rug positioning and everything. And we just threw up some trees and, the trash can as usual. And then I think I wanted to do a pond, but I was like, no, you gotta calm down. You do ponds every single time. And now we're just throwing in some rocks, and then I wanted to do something like some shrubbery all around the house because I wanted to make it look, obviously more flowery and fun to go with the kind of, brightness of the house that already exists. So I kind of just started going crazy. And again, I will always say it, I wish we had more plant options. I know we have plenty of plant options, but I just want more. I mean, come on. We need more plant options. So the shrubs actually fit perfectly in the bag, but I had a hard time trying to position I don't know how many shrubs are there, like 5, like a line of 5 shrubs right there. So those only fit perfectly there, and they didn't fit perfectly anywhere around the house otherwise. And it was difficult because I wanted to do it all around the house. But I think it turned out fine with just kind of throwing random like lavender plants and just other colorful flowers all around. And I don't think I did any more shrub stuff. I think I just did mostly lavender and hostas, and then I did some just random flower bushes in the front corner there. And then we obviously used, that's my favorite, I think back there, my favorite, I don't know, we use a lot of a lot of different colored ones, but my favorite like grass one is what I'm talking about. I don't remember, I can't really see it, but I have the sunflowers that I'm just throwing in because obviously we need some sunflowers everywhere. And then that's my favorite grass thing right there by that tree. Anyway, just wanted to double check. Now, just throwing in the final touches of lavender here didn't really fit well. It just looked a little too thin, and then we just got to finish up this corner, and I believe we are going to be done. I did think about putting in a little bit of a fence, and I also did like that little railing thing that I just put in, but I decided against it ultimately. So finishing up with terrain paint, and now it's just time to go tour the house. So let's go check it out. All right, here we are at the house. It looks so cute. I love the yellow. It just looks so bright and fun. But this is the front here. This is a nice little section, turned out nice and colorful. So let's go in. And I love this door with our little knitted flowers at the front. And then here is our little entrance art piece. These are the 2 doors to the bedroom and the bathroom. So let's go ahead and let's start off with the bedroom since the door's here. But this is what it looks like. It has a nice ceiling fan. Still love these. They just look amazing. And this is the art over here. Let's look at it from this angle. This is such a cute room. I really do like this room. And there's our favorite little cat right there. Now let's go. I thought I had a succulent plant there. Must have got deleted in the placement or something. Because I did have move objects on. And I don't think I currently have it on right now. But anyway, here is the little living room space. So cute with all the little yarn pieces over there. And then our little succulent friends. There definitely are a few things missing now that I notice it. I probably should definitely put move objects on if you are going to be placing this. And we have the turtle and the dolphin painting, or pictures, portraits, whatever. And then just basic bathroom stuff. And I just noticed the rug is missing as well. Alright, and let's go into the little craft room. So we have all of this pretty knitted art and embroidered art on the wall. And then we have our small, teeny, tiny little pegboard. And then we have the little station here. All of the stuff is missing on it. All of it. So, yeah. And then we have all of the plants here, as well as our little teeny little table. And the portrait's missing. Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, definitely move objects on before you place this. And then we have the kitchen over here, and then let's go into the sunroom area. So it looks all nice. Look at that. Look at that view. That's a nice view when you're knitting. We have the little rocking chair. We have our little tree there. Let's go out here though. Ta-da! Look at this. And then we have all of our little plant friends here. Alright, you guys, that is going to wrap it up for this speed build. Again, this is available for download on the gallery if you are interested. The gallery ID is in the description box down below. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe, and I will see you next time.